Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. So today's video was made possible by EA Game Changers. So as you guys can see, we are doing a speed build. So with the whole new Tiny Living stuff pack, there has come an option to change your residential lot to a Tiny Living residential lot. But because I completely forgot about it when I went in to build, I didn't do that. And when I went to go add some, lot traits to my lot, I realized that it was a thing, and I was like, oh, right, you're supposed to tell me how many tiles I can use to, be considered a certain tiny house, I guess. But this one is kind of different anyway because it's a stacked tiny house. I mean, here's the thing. Maybe it's not by standards considered a tiny house. I'm still gonna call it a tiny house because the spaces are quite small, and we're working on a 20 by 15 lot, which I'm not used to in general. This is kind of more of my comfort zone anyway. I like working on smaller lots rather than bigger lots. The smallest I really usually work is 30 by 20. Maybe that's my biggest lots that I actually work on, to be honest, because anything else beyond that, like higher up, I can't work on, and I've talked about this plenty of times in the past. But yeah, so I definitely got inspired by the stacked houses that we saw in the trailer. I kind of didn't go off of those houses. I was kind of just inspired to do my own version of stacking. Sometimes it's nice to just get into build and not necessarily have a full-fledged plan on what you're gonna do. I'm surprised I even ended up liking how this house turned out. A lot of the time I just either go into it without knowing what I'm going to be doing and hoping that it comes out okay, because even when I look at inspiration, sometimes it doesn't help me kind of get out of my comfort zone, and I feel like with this I definitely pushed through that. But I knew for a fact that I also wanted to include exterior stairs to minimize using up too much space on the interior, and I like using exterior stairs. I've done it in quite a lot of builds of mine actually. I don't know why, I just really like the look of it. But when it comes to this pack, I know that a lot of people were talking about how this would have been the perfect opportunity to include spiral stairs and ladders, and I've said my opinion on this in one of my streams, and basically I think that should just be something that's an overall patch update for everybody, only because then everybody has access to it. That's as if like they added configurable stairs into a pack and not for everybody to access. I'd like it for it to be something that everybody can have in game. So I'm still hoping that we do get spiral stairs. I don't know about ladders. I know there's a lot of builders who do want ladders. I'm not necessarily too fussed about it, but I know that a lot of people can definitely be really creative with them and everything. So I'm all for ladders too. If people want them, let's get them. But yeah, spiral stairs would have definitely also helped here. I would assume that if we had spiral stairs, there'd most likely be probably 4 squares. I would assume that they would be at least that big. I think that's how they were in The Sims 3, if I do recall. I don't think anything smaller than that, because they do take up a little bit of space and have to function somehow. But I was kind of originally having a different concept for this house. I didn't necessarily want to go modern-ish, but I kind of ended up going that way, so I'm not necessarily too upset about it. But yeah, it was a completely different approach than I was set out to go, because I wanted it to be very organic with the wood and then have a lot of greenery inside and everything, but that's not how it turned out. So we didn't really get that much build stuff really. We got more buy items. I think the only thing we got in build was a new door and then a plant, and that was pretty much it. And the plants that I think you can also use as decor, I think it showed up in the where the windowsill on the exterior, I don't know what it's called, like planter boxes that you can put on the outside of the window. I think that's where it showed up, but I can't recall fully. So I ended up going with a theme of black and white. I recently streamed me renovating an apartment for one of my challenges that I streamed, and it was a black and white apartment, and it was kind of gray as well. And I really like the theme of it, and I didn't expect to necessarily go that route with this either, but then I started changing up colors, and I changed the exterior because the wood on the outside is kind of very gray toned, and then the white looks really good with it as well. So we definitely have a lot of black, gray, white going on here, and obviously some plants because we need more plants. I honestly thought we were gonna get a lot more clutter. A lot of people were raving about clutter and stuff, but I don't know. Am I missing out on something? Because I didn't see that much clutter going on here. Like, we got a few items, but it wasn't too much clutter stuff. So I don't know what everybody was talking about. Like, I know we got like the little tray with some items in it, but other than that, there wasn't that much. But oh, I need to mention to you though, there is a shelf that came with this pack that's for the bathroom, and I have a bone to pick with that shelf. Explain to me why it doesn't have a black and white swatch. Everything pretty much that's in this pack has a black and white swatch, and then there's that shelf that doesn't have one, and it was irritating me because I wanted the bathroom to match, and then it's just there now with, you know, a wood color to it, and it's just, I don't want wood. I want a white or black swatch. Like, I'm okay with a little bit of wood, like if it's peeking from the chair, because I know the chair in the corner has like wood legs, which is okay, but I wanted it to be primarily, you know, black and white theme. But it's kind of like it just stands out there. It's just like, hello, I'm here, you know, a different shelf that doesn't really fit, but I'm here. So that's the only thing I would suggest for them to add, is a black and white swatch to that, only because I just don't get it. Why not? So yeah, the kitchen, oh my gosh, let me talk about the kitchen. So I really wish we got new cabinets. I feel like it would have been perfect to get them. Now, here's another thing I want to talk about. So Simarchy on Twitter, I don't know if you guys know, she's amazing. Definitely go follow her. She brought up the authentic kind of tiny living, and that's when she also brought up, you know, spiral stairs and ladders, and she was talking about trash compactors, and I was like, oh my god, yeah, I've been wanting trash compactors for forever. Like, if you guys watch any of my videos at any point, you probably have heard me talk about wanting a trash compactor. I think it would have been perfect because, one, it saves space and would make sense to be put here. More than anything, it would fit a tiny living type of scenario. And again, my house isn't technically authentically a tiny house either, the one that I built today, which is why tiny is in quotes, because it's not actually tiny, but it's a small house making use of the new furniture and everything, which, by the way, I freaking love the new furniture. I'm just gonna put it out there. It fits within the vibes of what I like in my builds. Anyways, it definitely fits with Bowling Night stuff, with Get Famous. Oh my god, Get Famous stuff in this. It definitely works. So I'm really happy with it, and also can fit with some of the items from Discover University, which I think is also nice when they kind of can collide. And there's a lot of good variety, like the kitchen table with the glass. Ooh, honey, let me tell you, I was living for that. When I saw that, I was like, ooh, I completely forgot about it after the trailer. Like, I forget things so easily, so when I saw that again, I was like, oh my god, I love it. But anyways, back to what I was going to talk about. So as you guys know, there's a new residential type, and it's the tiny living residential. So there's 3 tiers that you can actually choose from. So we have tier 3, which is the small house, and it actually has perks. So you have lighten the load. Using less space means using less energy, which means lower bills. And then also have feeling fine all the time. Happy, inspired, and focus buffs last twice as long. Then you have tier 2, which is the actual tiny home. So you get the 2 perks that I mentioned, and then you also have cozy comforts. Relax, everything is twice as comfortable as it is generally, and you got the touch, which says skills increase as double the standard rate. And then the last tier is micro home, which is, I think, what the house that I'm going to end up attempting to do is a micro home, which I think is 32 or 36 tiles. So that might be really hard. So then you have the perks of let it grow. Plants grow twice as fast as normal. And then you also have let's all get along. All relationship gains are doubled. Now, I think those are the only perks. I can't remember. I had screenshots to go off of when I was reading those just now, but I'm not in game at the moment to go ahead and tell you, but I'm pretty sure those are the options. And each of them have a certain tile requirement. So small homes, I believe, is 100, and I went 36 tiles beyond that. I'm pretty sure it's also because of my decks that I did, or porches, whatever you want to call them, balconies. So that definitely took up a lot of space. And then I think tiny homes are like 60 something or 50 something tiles, and then you have the micro home, which I believe is around 30, 32, 36, something like that. So it is quite a small house, which I do want to attempt again, the micro home, because I feel like that'd be a nice challenge to do for myself. So you might see that coming out sometime this week. I'll be recording it today. I've been working on videos all day. This is the 3rd out of the 4, which is the 4th one should be the micro house that I plan to build today. So you guys can see that whilst I'm on my YouTube break. So I might build some more tiny houses in the future, including some of this build stuff, maybe including other packs, because I think this is just, I don't know, I really love the items that we got. I think we got a really good variety, especially even with the Murphy beds. I think we got 2 different versions, if I do recall correctly. I think it's one with the couch and then one without, if I'm right. But I really like that you have the option to really just either have the couch for show or not have it at all. In this house, I ended up having, technically there's 3 bedrooms in a way. So I kind of wanted the middle floor to be kind of like the living room, but there's a bed there if like you wanted to have like guests stay over or something. But then the upstairs also has a Murphy bed for, you know, the people who actually live up there. And that one also has a couch. I was gonna include a no couch there, but I decided to kind of make it also like a casual media area. So it's more of a, that they're kind of both look like bedrooms, but the upstairs, like all the way the diagonal room, is technically supposed to be like the proper bedroom. I included the desk there and stuff. Also, the little like square beanbag chairs or whatever they are, I thought they were chairs. Like I was trying to get my sim to sit on it, and I don't know if it's a broken or if it is even a chair. I can't remember under what section it was. It might be just a table actually, but those would have been cool chairs to sit on. I mean, we do have cube chairs already in The Sims. I think there's one base game, and I think there's a couple that come with packs, if I'm correct. So, I mean, I guess it's fine that you can't sit on it, but yeah, so I wanted to definitely make use of the space that we had. So you could definitely have up to 5 Sims even live here because we have space. I made sure that the beds work and that it's a functional house so that, you know, your Sims can actually walk around and everything. As far as I know, everything is functional as of right now. I play tested it and everything seems to be okay. So I don't know, I'm just really happy with how it turned out. I definitely didn't expect to make it turn out this way, but it did. It definitely has a lot of open windows for sure, which, you know, in real life, having open windows like that would scare me because I don't know, I'd feel weird, like people are looking into my house and stuff. So I definitely avoid getting a house with large windows, but I went ahead and put some of those curtains, or whatever you want to call them, from Island Living. I wish we had more curtain options. I think that's something else we should get in The Sims because I feel like I struggle to find good curtains for certain windows. Oh, and also the modern doors that I have inside the house, I was thinking, like, do we not have any other modern doors? Are these the only ones? Because I swear I was looking for modern doors that are just white or black, and either I'm just not seeing it right or what, but those are the only colors that I could use, and I was trying to avoid using like wood, but it's like wood with white trim, so, or metal, or silver trim, I guess you could say. So I guess it's okay for now, but I would have preferred having like simpler doors. And oh, so this house, now obviously it's not really like the Caliente's house in The Sims 2, but the way that I had the balconies was kind of reminding me of that, and I wanted to put a jacuzzi, or sorry, a hot tub on the top balcony, but it didn't fit, which I was really upset about. But there was like that little corner of the house that fit the hot tub perfectly, so I was really happy that I actually could make use of that space because it felt really awkward that it was just there. And I mean, maybe, you know, people would prefer to have an open you know, an open area for their hot tub so they can get some sun in or whatever, but I think that area is kind of okay for it. So instead I ended up putting a bar on the top portion of the what is it called again? Oh my God, I keep forgetting the name of this. The balcony. I don't know why, I can't remember. So I put a bar up there just, you know, to chill and hang out. And then on the second balcony, I just put like a seating area kind of closer to the door. And then I wanted to put a grill. I was going to make use of the backyard itself, but I didn't feel like my Sims would actually go out there to hang out. I mean, other than, you know, going to the hot tub, I wanted to make use of the actual, you know, balconies that we had around. I'd feel weird leaving them empty anyway. I mean, they feel kind of empty to me already because there's not that much stuff in there, but, you know, I wanted to at least put things in there that my Sims could definitely use. And also, I don't know why, every time I do any type of modern build, not that I build them a lot, but I just feel like I don't know what to do with landscaping. I feel like I just kind of forget how to landscape. Not that I forget, it's just I feel like it has to be minimal and not over cluttered, because I feel like when it comes to modern builds, it's just more simplistic and minimalistic. And this house, the interior, I guess, technically I feel like the interior stuff is like mid-century modern, but I think it still works for a normal modern house. I mean, I freaking love the furniture, I gotta say. Again, I think the chairs, I found my new favorite chairs because I freaking love the Bowling Night Stuff chairs, which look similar to the ones that we got with this pack. My overall opinion on build buy, I'd say, well, first off, technically buy, there's not that much build, but personally this pack is right up my alley. It's the stuff that I enjoy, so I like it. I know there's a lot of people who had opposing opinions about this pack, but that's just my opinion. I do really like it, and I can see myself using it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoy the screenshots. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you guys in a new video very soon. Bye guys.